97.5 Now FM. 975now.com.
Okay, so 97.5 Now FM, hanging out. I called the tattoo guru to come up for me. Hi, Trace.
Thanks
How
for
are you
having
doing?
me. I'm good.
So there's a reason why I called you. First, I wanted to get a tattoo with you because I'm following you on Twitter and I saw you tweet a while back about wanting a tattoo. But also, have you ever Googled yourself?
Unfortunately, I've been forced to. I have.
Do you know, okay, you know when you start to Google yourself and you start typing a word and then it starts filling out the words with you?
Yeah.
I had this. Like when I started Googling you last night for the interview, it pulls up like there's Trace Cyrus and then there's like Trace Cyrus Twitter, then there's Trace Cyrus MySpace, then Trace Cyrus bio, and then tattoos. That's like the fourth thing.
Like an insect. I just know everything. For real.
So you're the tattoo guy to go to.
I am. I'm covered. You know, I'm 20. Pretty covered right now.
How many do you have? Do you count, or do they all just
call
run
it
into one?
I call it one now. It's like they all connect now. So I basically am just one big tattoo, and then I got these two little ones on my face like a little while back. So
Do they hurt?
those were like the only tattoos that didn't hurt actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was shocking. I got this at the same time as my face, and that was the most painful one I've ever got.
How long did it take?
It was like 4 days straight of just like getting this, and then like these guns like right underneath the eagle. So
What are the gums for?
I like put like the Tennessee state flag symbol right here on it, so it's kind of just to represent Tennessee for me. That's where I'm from.
Nice. So like tattoos, let's talk tattoos. For a girl, what is the hottest spot for a girl to get a tattoo? Do you like girls that are tatted up since you're tatted up?
I've only been with one girl who has like a few tattoos. I've never been with a girl with like serious tattoos, but you know, I love all types of women, but I guess, you know, I don't know, the spot I love on girls get tattoos, I guess, is, you know, the legs and probably the rib cage.
Would you bring a girl home
But,
tatted up to your parents? What would they say?
yeah, nothing could shock my mom now, I don't think, you know, like, I shock her every time I step in the house after a tour, so.
What about when you meet a girl, when you meet her parents? Do you try to cover yours, or are you nervous?
No. When I meet a girl's parents, it's like, collared shirt buttoned up all the way. I'm not kidding, for real.
I'm really a good guy.
You know, I try to, you know, show as much respect as I can.
Because people freak out, especially like you being from Tennessee. My parents are from Alabama. I told them I was getting a tattoo today, and they flipped.
Yeah, I'm the only kid I know from like, you know, my high school or anything that looks like this now. So, you know, my parents they never see anyone with like full body tattoos like me. So like, I don't know, I think I just kind of shocked them. But I don't know, every time I come home, it's like my dad like, oh sweet, like taking pictures, and my mom like either like crying or freaking out. But you know, after a few days, she's over it. So I have the coolest parents for real.
Okay, so the original story is your tattoo artist was gonna come out
He
here.
was gonna come out, it didn't work out.
And he couldn't because we were gonna get a tattoo together. Well, I figured out a way we could both get a tattoo together
let's do it.
today. I went and got these sweet temporary tattoos. So you have your choice of an awesome shark
Oh, I like that one
coming out of
already.
the water. I didn't get to choose. They came out of a 25-cent machine.
Alright.
There's a flower with a butterfly heart.
Alright, I don't know about that one.
And some
Let's
sweet
see.
gold lips.
Right, I think I'm gonna have to.
And then a rose.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the shark. I'm digging the shark. Let's do that.
Or you can do all of them.
Hey, you know, I don't think anyone even noticed now.
Are you gonna wash it off immediately?
I'm not. I'm gonna take my shirt off at the show tonight and show the world. For real.
Sweet. So after I get my my tattoo, I'll tat you up and give you
Alright.
a temporary tattoo. This is kind of like, okay, have you ever gone with a girl to get a tattoo before?
I have once actually.
Oh man.
No.
I was gonna say you're my first person to come with me to get a tattoo. Have you ever done a radio interview?
I have not.
with somebody
This
getting
is
a
new
tattoo?
actually.
So this technically it's kind of like a first date.
It is a first date in a way. Hey, you know?
Will you hold my hand? I'm getting nervous.
I will. I'm gonna talk you through this. Yeah.
So you're on tour. You meet a lot of
I'm on
people.
tour, yeah.
You probably do a lot of radio interviews too. You probably meet a lot of
I've
radio
done a
people.
couple in my day.
It's hard to remember everybody, right?
It definitely is.
So Strickland and I have met you before, and you do a lot of autographs, I'm sure. So I autographed a picture for you with
see.
you already.
Thank you very much, for real.
Can we hold it up for the
Super.
camera? See? Now you have to
It's
hang
a
it up.
change. I will. Thank you, for real.
Do you have a tour bus?
I do. We have our own tour bus, and Blake right here. Look at this. You know, Memories right there. Thank you for this stuff, for real.
Do you want to do trivia about your band?
Yeah, let's do it.
I've noticed that like every band, there's always a guy that does certain things. So who Twitters the most in your band?
I'd say me. I try to keep up with that the most. I'm always like the one trying to like keep up with MySpace and all that stuff. So.
By the way, I'm gonna make you follow me on Twitter before you leave.
I'm gonna do it after today.
Sweet. So I'll feel awesome. Who, when you're in the bus, when you're driving, who has? Well, you have a bathroom in your bus. But
yeah.
Before, did you tour in a band before?
Oh yeah, for a while.
Who had to stop and go to the bathroom the most?
I say Mason. He always says he has a small bladder. So, yeah, it's probably Mason.
Who
But Blake's the one before the show. Blake's like, he has to like pee a million times because he's so
He gets nervous.
Blake, he has a slight beer addiction, so he's like, you know, he's doing better on this tour, so you know, he's always having to.
But he doesn't drink on stage.
He does not drink on stage, no, especially not on this tour. I went towards my little sister Miley, so this is like
no booze around Miley.
This is like Metro Station, like cleaning up our act fully.
Okay, wait a minute. How many times? Because the other day, Party in the USA was stuck in my head, so I know if it got stuck in my head.
For real.
Seriously. Who's on the phone the most on tour?
On the phone the most? In our band, it'd probably be Blake. He's engaged. He's the only one on the band we're all single except for him. So, you know, he's always on the phone with his fiance trying to like make that work. So, you know, props to him for that. Good luck, Blake.
What's the next question I want? Who sleeps the most on tour?
I'd have to say it used to be Anthony. I don't know. He's in the bunk all day, but lately it's been me staying up till like 7 every morning, and then I sleep till like, I don't know, sometimes like 5 or 6 in the evening.
And you had like an hour of sleep today?
Yeah, last night I couldn't sleep. I don't know, I'm a night owl. I'm up all night always, so.
How awesome though, you get an hour of sleep and then you wake up and come do a tattoo.
Hey, I'm at a tattoo shop, I'm happy.
And you get this awesome shark tattoo today.
I'm getting this, so big commitment. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I'm gonna do it.
So your tattoo guy, how did you find your tattoo guy?
My tattoo artist actually, I met someone who knew him who was heavily tattooed, and they told us about him. Anthony actually met him, it wasn't me, it was Anthony, my drummer. And like basically anything he says, I just don't even believe him. He has like a lying problem, for real, serious. So I was like, yo, I'm not getting tattooed by anyone, you're telling me, Anthony. But then he showed me the guy's work online. Like I was all stoked on it, and then immediately I was just like, let's take the step. We flew him out, and the first tattoo he did on me was this eagle on my chest.
Nice.
And you know, immediately after that, I never went back to anybody else to get a tattoo. So he's been like the only artist I know. I've been to like 2 main artists. Another guy to LA did this arm, but you know, I'm gonna take my jacket off and show you this stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Not only do I get to tattoo Trace today, I got him to take his shirt off. And it's the best first date ever.
Yeah, so this was done by an artist in LA named Vargas, and then everything else, like this arm and my neck and chest and my face, was all done by Chris Garcia from Virginia Beach. So, you know, luckily I met him, and he's like family now. So. You
started when you were 18?
The day after my 18th birthday, my mom took me to get this Songs of Victory, the scripture, across my chest. It's from the Bible.
Nice.
And you know, I remember her like taking me, and then after that, like a week later or something, I got like this half of my arm done, and I never told her I was gonna do it. I just went and did it, and she was like freaking out, like didn't know like what I was thinking, and then, you know, all of a sudden I come back from tour and I'm just like covered. So I don't know. So
how often do you think it's taken to get them? Because this is over 2 years.
Yeah, only over 2. You know, it's not taking me long at all. Every time I get tattooed, I get tattooed for like at least like 6 hours or more, like straight. So. Like my neck, like this whole thing was like, I did it all 4 days straight, the neck, collarbone, everything up. I can't have like unfinished work, it's like my pet peeve, I guess.
You always hear the thing when you get a tattoo, everybody's like, oh, what are you gonna do when you get older and you're all wrinkled and you have the tattoos? What's your response?
People ask me all the time, and like, you know what I was saying, it's like, I think when you're like, you know, in your 60s or 70s, hopefully by then I'm like happily married, hopefully I have grandchildren, hopefully I'm more focused on them than like what my skin looks like, you know?
Right.
I think it should be the last thing that you really worry about, because if it meant something to me back then when I got it, it's still going to mean something in the future. Okay, so when somebody's getting a new tattoo too, would you recommend them get something that means something? Because do all of your tattoos have a special meaning? Yeah, all my tattoos have some special meaning, you know. I definitely do like fun stuff that I do think just looks cool, but I try to incorporate like, you know, something with it. Like this is just a pirate ship I got on my arm, and I got some of my dad's lyrics through it actually. It says this time here will never last, and you know, so everything definitely has some sort of meaning to me.
Now FM 975now.com.